The Second Industrial Revolution, also known as the Technological Revolution, was a transformative period of rapid scientific discovery, standardization, and mass production that fundamentally changed global industries, economies, and societies. Building on the innovations of the First Industrial Revolution, this era introduced groundbreaking technologies that reshaped communication, transportation, manufacturing, and daily life. This pivotal historical phase is typically dated between 1870 and 1914, ending with the outbreak of World War I, though some of its characteristic developments can be traced to the 1850s. During this period, technological advancements accelerated at an unprecedented rate, creating the foundations for modern industrial society and reshaping human experience on a global scale. Following the First Industrial Revolution, which had transformed manufacturing processes primarily in Britain, there was a noticeable slowdown in major innovations after 1840. However, technological progress accelerated again in the last third of the 19th century, marking the beginning of the Second Industrial Revolution. While centered primarily in the United Kingdom, Germany, and the United States, this revolution also spread to France, Italy, Japan, and other industrializing nations. Unlike its predecessor, which relied heavily on steam power and textile manufacturing, the Second Industrial Revolution was characterized by the widespread application of electricity, petroleum, new steel production methods, and advanced communication technologies. Electricity emerged as the defining technology of this era, becoming a dominant energy source. Michael Faraday's early experiments laid the groundwork, while Thomas Edison and Joseph Swan later perfected practical incandescent light bulbs for home use. The development of efficient commercial electrical generators in the 1870s made public electricity possible, transforming both industrial production and daily life. Electrification powered factories, homes, and transportation systems, while innovations like Alexander Graham Bell's telephone revolutionized communication. In manufacturing, steel replaced iron as the predominant building material, being both stronger and more cost-effective. The Bessemer process enabled mass production of steel, revolutionizing construction and machinery. This advancement facilitated the construction of rail lines, ships, skyscrapers, and larger bridges at competitive costs. Transportation networks and communication technologies, like the telegraph and radio, expanded dramatically during this period. The enormous growth of railroad systems and telegraph lines after 1870 enabled unprecedented movement of goods, people, and ideas, contributing to a new wave of globalization and colonization. Other important innovations included the internal combustion engine, which would revolutionize transportation, and the development of synthetic materials like plastic and nylon derived from the petroleum industry. The first modern internal combustion engine, the Otto engine, was designed in 1876 by the German engineer Nicholas Otto. The Benz Patent-Motorwagen, patented by the German engineer Carl Benz in 1886 and widely regarded as the first practical automobile, spurred the development of automobiles and airplanes. The Wright brothers achieved the first powered flight in 1903. Factory electrification and production lines further enhanced manufacturing efficiency, allowing for true mass production of consumer goods. Meanwhile, Henry Ford's assembly line, introduced in 1913, revolutionized manufacturing by enabling mass production at lower costs. The Second Industrial Revolution triggered profound social transformations. Rapid urbanization occurred as rural populations migrated to growing industrial centers seeking employment, leading to overcrowding, strained infrastructure, and the rise of urban slums. Intensive industrialization led to labor exploitation and environmental degradation. Workers faced long hours and unsafe conditions. New social classes emerged, particularly the industrial working class, whose challenging conditions in factories sparked labor movements advocating for workers' rights, fair wages, and improved safety standards. Gender roles and family dynamics also evolved during this period. As men increasingly joined the industrial workforce, women assumed new responsibilities, both domestically and, in some cases, as factory workers themselves. Additionally, the revolution fostered the growth of consumer culture as mass-produced goods became more accessible to broader segments of society, improving living standards for many. Department stores, advertising, and mass media developed, reshaping consumption patterns and lifestyles. The Second Industrial Revolution represented a pivotal transition that created the technological foundation for modern society. By the time it concluded with the onset of World War I, this revolution had dramatically altered how people lived, worked, and interacted. Its innovations transformed economies into global systems. The technologies it introduced, electrical power, telephones, automobiles, airplanes, and mass production, remain integral to contemporary life. Though later superseded by subsequent technological revolutions, the transformative innovations of this era established patterns of industrial development and globalization that would define the 20th century and beyond.